Good evening, family. Good evening, family. Yo, hey, welcome to Tribal Quotes. First off, I want to welcome you to the congregation of the mighty. This is the home of the stubborn minority, the place where your hustle builds muscle. This is Gye-Nyame Journey Media. This is a Heart of a Simple production, and we are right now on Tribal Quotes, day 87. We strive to blow up your old paradigm. Oh, man. Listen, family. You know, some days you just feel like you under attack, right? And it's like, it comes from all directions, and it's like, damn. And I don't know how to deal with that. But we're gonna deal with it regardless, right? We gotta go on and do these quotes today. We're gonna break them down. Maybe we will find some of the answers. Cause I'm in the midst of solving about 5 different problems, and I got in the tub and I soaked a little bit, and I was listening to Tommy Curry's Dr. Tommy Curry's Man Not, and I am just fucked up. Family, when I say this book is worth the read or worth the listen, go out and support this work, because this book is oh my God, listen. I can't even put into words the thoughts that's running through my head, or especially after dealing with some of the stuff today, is like the thoughts running through my head are just, yeah. Get the book, family. Listen, we need to go and sit down and have a discussion on air live about that book. We need to go and get a discussion with Tommy Curry, because his insight into some of the shit that's going on that many of us have seen but have not had the words to put to. He put the words there. It's invigorating and saddening at the same time, because I'm living that reality. And like I said, it's a book worth the read, but it's going to mess with you, especially if you male. The book is really going to mess with you, because it's going to point out a lot of shit that you've been seeing, and once again, as I said, you don't have words. And for some of the sisters, it's going to be kind of upsetting to you, because it kind of topples a lot of the myths that we deal with. A lot of the myths. I mean, we have literally been imprinted into a matrix of existence, where the realities that are around us have been shaped by those that run the matrix purely for their benefit. And we have played ourselves into roles that set them up for, but better yet, set us up to be conquered generation after generation after generation. And the myths that roll through are so strong that we honestly start believing that we are in a place that we are not. So I won't drag y'all into the pit that I'm in right now, because I got to climb out. I got to get ready for the Gye-Nyame Mall. Speaking of that, we had the Gye-Nyame Mall this weekend on October 26th. Come on out, talk with me. If you have read this book, we can sit down and, during some of the stuff, we sit down, we can have us a nice, real conversation about this book. Because I'm just like, man, I thought, because Martin Luther King's book, I can't remember the title of it. The second part is Community of Chaos. Where do we go from here? Community of Chaos. Was excellent read. But then I'm listening to this Tommy Curry book, and I am literally blown. Shut up. Many times to cast the hint. Blown away. My paradigms have actually been shattered. Listen, family, when I say I'm riding in the car looking around, I honestly feel like I'm not supposed to have this shit. And there ain't too many books I feel like that about. Ain't too many things that I watch to and I listen to and be like, this dude is going in. And it's just on some real deep, real shit. He discusses the homoeroticism around the male black body and the murdering of the male black body. I mean, I had thoughts about it, but I have never heard it put in that way. You know what I'm saying? How uh, how black men have been put in a man not status, and how it you have to get it. The book got me. I'm in the zone right now. I'm just in the zone right now, and I'm like, yo, I would love to have somebody to sit down and really have a discussion about this book, because this is one of those books that you really don't need to just read. This is one of those books that is, you know, because a lot of us, we become these scholars, and we just stack up and we read books so that we are able to sound intelligent. But this book is talking about some reality changing shit that you really need to process with other people. I can only imagine what the fuck he going through. You know what I'm saying? I could even imagine the conversation he has around the dinner table or at dinner parties about his shit. You know what I'm saying? Because it's like, I'm not hungry no more. he couldn't come to a dinner party because he'd be like, I'm not hungry anymore. I think I did drive here, but I think I'm going. Do you have a transporter so I can get home safely? Type shit, right? All right, but anyway, today we are on day 87. For those who don't know, we're coming from the Gye-Nyame Journey Workbook, Tribal Quotes. We are on day 87, family. We have been struggling and we have been working. We've been walking through these days, been doing this work. But then, let me be honest, because I started listening to Tommy Curry's book after I started receiving different type of signals. I've been receiving signals for like the last couple of weeks, and then some messages and about certain shit, and I won't go into depth. But I have a problem with not being able to ask questions. If you feel that you want to call me in any capacity, whether it's on the show or in private, and I not ask questions, don't call me. If whatever you're doing is above questions, don't call me. I love my family. You know what I'm saying? I love my tribe. And you know, like I said, I told many of y'all a while ago on my on all my broadcasts, right? I have a tribe. I belong to a tribe, right? You know what I'm saying? I open my arms and I'm receptive and I want to help the community grow. But you niggas out there that can't be asked questions, stay the fuck away from me. Okay? Right? You know, because it's like this. I'm going to be as polite as I possibly can in most cases, because I know how it is when you're working something in your mind and you might not have the questions. But if you're not even willing to deal with the questions, don't call me. Don't ask to work with me. Don't do none of that shit. I don't want you around me. Right? Also, for some of you fake cultural niggas, right? I'm trying to be as mellow as I can, right? And I'm trying to make sure that everybody eats that's around me. But leave me and mine alone, right? You don't have to agree with me. You don't even have to like me. But don't start fucking with my shit. I'm just saying. And some people could take it the way they want to. I don't really give a fuck. You know what I'm saying? Family, I love. Right? But let's keep it real. We at war. We at war. And some of us seem to approach what we are going through as a fucking game. Right? I have erected my life over the last 31 years around what I'm doing right now. I have been consistent. I have been stand up. I try to stand up. I try to represent the best of my ability. And I know I have some shortcomings. But in the same token, family, I feel that I have given my pound of flesh. I have given my pound of flesh. My shit is documented. And some people that want to approach me or challenge what the fuck I'm doing are coming with empty plates. Dog, my shit is documented all over this motherfucking country. I'm just saying. So, family, if you feel that you can't answer questions when you come to me, don't come to me. You feel that you're going to out-slick me, outsmart me, or even backstab me and be able to just walk the fuck away like everything is cool, it ain't going down like that. It ain't going down like that. I done worked too goddamn hard to get where the fuck I am. And that's just a broke. You know what I'm saying? Where I'm able to float and I'm able to work shit in ways that I can help many people. I'm not sacrificing that for anything at this point in time. Anything. So, miss me with the fakeness, right? Miss me with all that, right? So, let's get into these folk tales. Lines open, 614-556-4535. We don't have to talk about the Proverbs. I want to talk about some of this shit because I know some of y'all going through some shit too, right? And then, let me say this. So, I'm looking at different things coming at me from different directions. And then I'm reading Tommy Curry's book, Bad Combination. It's sort of like drinking light liquor and dark liquor. Okay? So, I'm sitting up here like I'm about to vomit some shit on somebody. You know what I'm saying? Because it's like, you know what I'm saying? It's like, ooh, damn, okay. And what's fucked up is this is how cold this book is. I only listen. What's up, shorty? I only listen to like a half an hour. I mean, I'm deep into the book, but I just only listened to half an hour. And it's like, wow. It's like scales, like just being pulled off my eye. He mentioned a story about W.E.B. Du Bois. And it was something about W.E.B. Du Bois' son, his first son, who, according to the story, he lost his son, and how he wrote how his son escaped this shit. And it was, in a sense, kind of a blessing that he didn't have to go through being a black man. What's the name of the book? The name of the book is Man Not by Tommy Curry. Man Not. Man. All right. Let me, as Sister Navita said, I'm doing commercials for this book. I'm sitting up here like, damn. But anyway, I'm going to open up the lines. We're going to have our discussion. I'm going to read the Proverbs. Brother Tim is on. Peace to you too, Brother Tim. You know, like I said, man, I got some warriors. And I want to thank y'all for allowing me to go on and get that shit off. Name of the book is called Man Not, and it's by a Dr. Tommy Curry. Get that before they remove that. And be ready, because some sisters are going to be mad when if you start really digesting what this book is talking about. Oh my God. This man cold. Anyway, so now I got to work on trying to get him to the city. Day 87. He dares to be a fool, and that is he dares to be a fool, and that is the first step in the direction of wisdom. That's by James Hunniker. That's the first proverb for the night. Number 2, to believe in something and not to live it is dishonest. Let's say that again. I have to say that one again. I got to say that one again. To believe in something and not live it is dishonest. Any man like that one. So I'm going to read that one again. To believe in something and not live it is dishonest. That's proverb number 2. That's by Mohandas Gandhi. The last one is, you cannot sit on the road to success, for if you do, you will get run over. That's anonymous. You know, I'm not in the country. I might need you to send it to me. Okay. All right, cool. Where you at, Ghana? I didn't know you left. You cannot sit on the road to success, for if you do, you will get run over. That's no problem, shorty. Let me know, and I'll get it to you. Now, it's also available on, if you are talking to me on the cell phone, I can get it to you on Audible. That'll probably be the best way. You can listen to it, because that's how I'm getting it. I'm like, shit, nah. But I'm going to have to go get a copy of this book, because some of the stuff he talking about, I cannot retain all that shit up here. So I have to be able to highlight so that we can really have some discussion. Like I said, if you don't have an Audible account, I can share the book with you. If you never had an Audible book, I can share the book with you through Audible. You know what I'm saying? You just have to open your account and get that, and that'll be a free book from me. All right? We'll do it like that. So, somebody out there right now, pick a number between 1, 2, and 3. Pick a number between 1, 2, and 3, and we can start the discussion, or call in, and we can discuss the one that you want to discuss. Or we can discuss whatever it is that you want to hit on. Whether you want to text it in, or whether you want to call in and speak to me in person. You can do that. This is Gye-Nyame Journey. Yes, Guyana, they try to get me. I'm on the phone. Yes, Ghana, they try to get me. I'm on the phone. All right, cool. I can get you I understand. I get you smart. If you got a smartphone and you're able to download Audible app, I could go and share that shit with you, my friend. And that'd be my gift to you. You know, even if I have to buy it, that'd be my gift to you. Great book. 2. Shorty said 2. To believe in something and not live it is dishonest. Man, listen, family, here we go. This is by Mohandas Gandhi. Now, regardless of what faith you are in, this one hits on some real truths. Of course, we know to believe in something, you know, because a lot of us, we believe. You know what I'm saying? We say we believe. And one of the things I have run into in my life, and like I said, I get into some minor discussions about it, but I have a theory that a majority of the people are closet atheists, They just too scared to say they don't believe in God. You know what I'm saying? Because if you look at the what God's supposed to represent is omnipotent, which means all powerful, omnipresent in all places at all time, right? It's omnipotent, all powerful, all present, and there's one more. Omnipotent, all knowing. Now, check this out. If people who say they believe in God, this being that is all knowing, all powerful, knows all things, why do they do some of the shit that they think they doing and not being seen? You know what I'm saying? The concept of God is something that's supposed to help you align your life, because there is an overarching view of your life that you will be judged about at the end of it, and you will be either judged goodly, you know what I'm saying, you pass or you fail. Pass means you move on to glory. Fail means you move into oblivion and pain and suffering. How can you say that you believe in some shit, but yet and still you do some of the shit you do? Right? So getting back to this proverb, to believe in something and not live it is dishonest. We have a lot of people that say they believe in things. They believe in all these great big concepts, but they don't bring it into action. They don't bring it into their daily interactions. They don't bring it for real. You know what I'm saying? Or they do it sometimes. You understand? It's a sometimey thing. Sometime I'm this. These are dishonest people. These are dishonest people. Because how can you believe in something, but yet not actualize it in your life? You know, a lot of times you got to step back and you got to look at the people around you, family. We got to start forming tribes. We got to start forming circles. We got to start getting with people of like mind, like spirit, like body. We got to start surrounding ourselves with motherfuckers. And we got to start judging people, not by what they say, but what they say and then what they do. Right? Start judging people by what they say and then what they do. Do their saying match their doing? Because if it don't, they are dishonest. And if they are dishonest in one point in their life, more than likely there's other aspects of their life that they are dishonest in. We don't want to have these conversations. You know me, I like to keep it polite. I like to keep it correct. You know what I'm saying? I'm not trying to shoot down nobody's shit. I want to give you opportunity to speak. I want to make sure that as many people can hear you as possible. But family, walk the talk. That's all I'm asking. That's all I'm asking. In my tribe, that's all I ask. In my family, that's all I ask. Walk your talk. You know what I'm saying? I have one of my sons who's deceased now, Brian. And then y'all know some of y'all like, Brian? Not that Brian. Not Wisdom. I got 3 Brians. One would be about 35, 36. One might be about 32. And then Wisdom is 30. All right? I have an older Brian. Like, Brother Hatem, why you got sons with 3 names? Because some of you niggas ain't take responsibility for your children. I just say that shit. Just keep it all the way. Let's keep it all the way real. Let's keep it honest. And I tell this story all the time. At one point in time, when I had multiple sons in the house, I had about 6 of my sons in the house. I asked them, what do y'all want to be? And I got answers that I didn't expect at all. Because after they gave me the answers, I had to cut some of them out. I had one told me he wanted to be a marine biologist. Wait, hold on. Wait a minute. You suspended right now. What did you okay. All right, I feel you. I want to help you become a marine biologist. I want to be a teacher. All my sons tell me all this. Brian wasn't there that night. But some stuff went down that night. And my boys got together and they talked to Brian about it after wherever he came from. So one day I went to go pick up Brian. It was just me and him. We riding. I say, well, Brian, I had a conversation with your brothers about what they want to be. And he started laughing. He said, you know what, Pop? I ain't gonna lie to you. So what you mean? He said, listen, them niggas lying. I said, well, I know that. But I could always hope. And he said, but I don't think you deserve to be lied to. I said, so well, what you want to be? He said, I want to be a hustler. I said, I don't know if I could really, help you, walk that path and shit. He said, I'm not really expecting you to. I said, as a hustler, more than likely, you're not going to live past 25. See, I know. I never planned to live past 25, Pops. He did pass 25. He made it to about 35. Maybe a little bit younger than that. But he was honest. And, and like I said, I was writing a book because he inspired me. Because there was at that point in time, hustler was like a cult term. I had all my sons, in a sense, wanted to be that, but they didn't have the courage to actually tell me that. You understand what I'm saying? Brian wanted to be authentic. You understand what this proverb is demanding from you is some authenticity. And family, I'm gonna tell you right now, I would prefer an honest hustler around me than a pimping scholar. I would prefer an honest hustler around me than some of the fake shit that I see popping off around here, around me. You understand? You know what I'm saying? Honesty is something about being honest and being true and being self and having the courage to be you who you are rather than pretending all the goddamn time to satisfy everybody else. Black folks, we hide, we pretend. This is our lives and shit. Some of us, and we bring it home. And we bring it into our circles and we bring it into our sacred spaces and shit. This fake shit. And then get mad when a motherfucker got the audacity to ask you about the fake shit. Come on, family. Is that where we are now? We don't even know who we are. We don't wore the mask so goddamn long that we don't even know who we are no more. So when they say to believe in something and not to live it, to believe in black liberation and not to live it, to believe in black empowerment and not live it, to believe in black economics and not live it, to believe in black politics and not live it. Not to even try to structure your life where it fits. Come on, family. Let me tell you this. According to world history, at one point in time, what we are, West Asians were. Maybe not. You know what I'm saying? We didn't necessarily enslave them and treat them, but them motherfuckers was on the outside looking in. Outside looking in. It's authentic. Hungry. Now we on the outside looking in. See, that's what happened when you got a hungry motherfucker at your gate. Now I'm hungry. I don't want what's on my plate no more. I want what's on their plate. I want what's on Donald Trump's plate right now. You know what I'm saying? They have the authenticity to get up and lie. Yeah, I'm a liar. I mean, this motherfucker's a liar. I mean, he's just authentic about it. This is why it moves people. He's just so authentic about who the fuck I'm a hustler. You know it. You can look at him and be like, and it's just authentic. And it just turns something on in them. So they got to go out and vote for him. But yeah, we got to be politically correct. Y'all know how we do. Come on, family. How we gonna win like that? Some of us got to have the courage to be us. Some of us got to have the courage to live our culture and be our culture and be proud of our culture and exist in it and find ways to make it exist in places where it do not exist. And to start challenging people when they're not living it, especially when they're talking about it, and to challenge people to start thinking their way into it. Nah, what we do, just fake it. Just fake it. At work, I'm one thing, and at home, I'm another. Come on. All right. So, any questions, comments about that one? Please call in 614-556-4535. 614-556-4535. Lines are open. Call in. Let's discuss. Let's talk. Let's debate. Let's argue. Let's roll around and fight if we have to. What do you think about the proverb? And the discussion don't have to stop here. You can put your comments down below. The timeline probably will be open forever, so you can always put your timeline in. I mean, put your stuff in. Eventually, it'll get to me, and I'll get back at you. You understand what I'm saying? You understand what I'm saying? Because I'm putting this in not only for those that are listening now, I'm putting this in for future generations. Because one day, one of our young people might need to go and plug into Brother Hightail because they might need a voice from the grave. And if these computers are around, we have all cataloged all of our discussions. So please, you never know. Your words might not help nobody right now, but in 2062, your words might be exactly what a young person, well, they won't probably be young then, but it might be exactly what they need then. So remember, we're not only building for now, we're not only building in the now, we're building in the now so that we could clear the way and leave our wisdom for our future generations. We got ancestors that literally decided to stay on plantations so that you could be born. I want y'all to understand that. Because I understand a lot of us, we dramatize those who, I'd rather than being a slave, I'd rather die, and they jump over ship, but they don't have no children right now. You understand that? Let's keep it all the way real. You had those that said, I'd rather run than be a slave. But then on that same boat where that individual jumped off, there was another individual that was hanging on for life because they knew that something was coming better. And they knew that it might not came in their life, but they knew that it was going to come one day. And they knew that in order for the line to continue, they had to hold on. Please don't let that ancestor of yours that held on have wasted their hope. You know what I'm saying? For every individual that ran, somebody stayed because they had they felt they had a responsibility not to the slave master, but to the family. So they stayed. We got to understand that with these stories, we get them mixed up because sometimes we be worshiping the wrong motherfuckers. This is why I said we need to do a daily toast. Because all of our ancestors couldn't be Malcolm X's. Some of them had to work. Some of them had to work so that they could so that they could finance the lifestyle so that Malcolm X could do what he did. Some of them had to work to make sure that they could fund Martin Luther King so that he could speak up in the way that he did. The same thing with Marcus Garvey. People had to work. So some of them had to put their head down and put on the mask. But some of us, we've been wearing the mask so long that we can't tell whether we are wearing the mask, whether the mask is fake or whether we are fake. We don't know which one is real no more. Come on, family. Y'all playing with the wrong one. Y'all better leave Brother Hatim the fuck alone. I'm just trying to let y'all know. And I'm gonna be at the mall, so we could talk, family. We can talk about anything y'all want to. We could, like I said, cause some of y'all, cause some people gonna have questions for me, and that's cool. I can answer questions. Matter of fact, questions allow me to think deeper about what I'm doing. Love them. Sometimes they make me feel uncomfortable, but they still allow me to go deeper into looking at what I'm doing. It allows me to step outside of where I'm at right now and put me in another framework so that I could be able to look from the outside in and see what the fuck I'm doing. So I'm not scared of the questions. Matter of fact, I love some of them, but like I said, sometimes they make you feel uncomfortable. Real life here, Gye-Nyame Journey. Sasha, you supposed to be in bed. All right, let's move on to the next one. Dang, it's almost 10 o'clock. We've been on for 42 minutes. I was about 8 minutes late. Somebody out there type in a number between one. Just type in a number 1 or 3. 1 or 3. And we'll call it a night. Anybody out there? Number 1 or 3. I need some ambrosia. The number 1 or 3. Call-in line is open, 614-556-4535. If you have a comment on... Brother Tim typed in number 3, saving his brother. Looking out for me. I appreciate it, brother. I appreciate it. I hope you're enjoying that mango ginger. Hot damn. Oh, man, I feel good. Number 3. Sister Regina and Sister Cynthia agree. Number 3, too. Give it up for our Sister Regina because she is going into prime time tomorrow. And you know what? She ain't scared of questions. How about that? See, that's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. If you didn't get a chance to hear her presentation and you won't be able to make it tomorrow, she used us to practice the other day on Kujichagulia. She came in, she did the show, she did a beautiful job. It was my programming that messed it up, but she was able to go right back to the spot where she left off and took it off. So let's go to number 3. Proverb number 3. Oh, you cannot sit on the road to success, for if you do, you will get run over. We live in a doing world. Doing. Action. When I was coming up, at Ohio State, I met some great friends at Ohio State. But I met 2 types of friends. I met the doers and the talkers or the scholars. Love scholars, don't get me wrong, because they are very necessary. But scholars have a tendency to just scholar. You know, it's, man, not beyond that. Man, oh man, listen, Tommy Curry he talks about scholar. Oh my God. Yo, he talks about scholars and oh my God. You got to read this book, man. I can't even put the words together. I got to write something in the newsletter about this book because he goes in on black intellectuals, black scholars. Oh my God. But anyway, but you got those that just talk about doing, right? But then I met another group of friends that was like doing. Now, it wasn't all right what they was doing, but they was doing shit. You know what I'm saying? It's like, yo, we gonna throw a party? Yeah, we gonna throw a party. We ain't got no money. Okay, we gotta get this money. Hey, we don't got no speakers. We gotta get these speakers. You know what I'm saying? And what attracted me to them more than the scholars were that I was able to see realities shape around these dudes, right? And some sisters. If we was gonna do some shit, we was gonna do some shit. We going freak Nick. We ain't got no money. I didn't ask you. We didn't ask. We going. All right. Just happened. You know what I'm saying? 15 people. 5-seat car. Are we going to the movies? Nobody asked you about room. We going. I ain't got no money. Nobody asked you about no money. They made shit happen. You understand what I'm saying? This is why in Gye-Nyame, from my experience in college, one of the things I got was make it happen. I started being able to run in circles with people that can make it happen. They ain't have no more than I did. They didn't have no inheritance, but they can make it happen in many different forms. Some legal, some illegal. But they were able to make it happen. They weren't laying on the road to success. You get a lot of people who are on the road to success, talking about success, but, standing in the goddamn way. And usually what happens is those individuals will get run over. Now, in the conscious community, what I learned, and this is what one of the things that really shaped me, was that let me put it this way. One of the major pieces I learned about the conscious community is that scholars often get run over when it comes to action, when it comes to real things. I learned early that if you were not able to protect what you built, even in the conscious community, people will come in and basically run you over and take your shit. And what was crazy about that is that was the same philosophy that I thought I was getting away from when I entered the conscious community. But I started learning that shit real quick. If you are not able to build and control what you do, other people will come in and take your shit and run with it and not even give you a head nod. Family, when it comes to moving towards success, right? The key word is move, right? Some people some of y'all might wonder, why you get up and do this show every morning? I believe in consistency. I believe in working. I believe in building, because this is what has worked for me, right? And I have seen that individuals stand still and just gather information, oftentimes will either just fade away or whatever they had compiled will get taken away from them and somebody else will keep on moving. So I'm always moving and moving with what I have. I'm not sitting still. I'm not waiting for nobody. This is because like a lot of people be like, brother, I tell like for example, we're gonna read a book in study groups. For years, I would not read no books by anybody that was alive, or at least with a group. If we forming a group, we ain't reading no books by nobody that's alive, because I seen how them niggas operate. I'm just being honest with you. Yeah. Oh yeah. You know what I'm saying? They'll be talking my art and love and peace, but be slipping when you bring them to your city. Be slipping when you bring them to your city. Watch what happens. Love and mayad and flowers and meditations. Slip. Go ahead. Be slipping on what you're supposed to be doing. They will take the shit that you got and they will run with it and won't even give you a second look. Just saying, family. It's real out here. So when it comes to moving towards success, family, you got to get up and you got to be on. If that's the path you're choosing, you moving on that, you got to get on there and do it. You can't wait for no. You know what I'm saying? Oftentimes you can't wait because what happens is while you're waiting, other people are taking the ideas. I heard I don't know whether it was Michael Jackson or Prince. I think it was Michael. They said something to him about why he works so hard. And he said, when I get my music, I got to start working on it because if I don't move on it, the music will move right to Prince. You know what I'm saying? We got to always realize that, you know, some of the stuff that we think is uniquely ours is not uniquely ours. It has been downloaded into our collective conscious, and some people, at the same time you getting something, other people are getting it too. So you have to get up and you have to start working. You know what I'm saying? This whole piece that I'm doing about stories and shit, this is not uniquely Hatim. What I'm doing right now as far as the Daily Toast, this is not uniquely Hatim. Somewhere along the line, somewhere else, somebody else, 1,000 people at the same time I got the idea. Some moved, some didn't. Same time that I got the idea about the stories I wrote, some people got it, some moved, some didn't. You understand what I'm saying? Same time some of y'all got your doctor's degree, you know what I'm saying, or got the call to get it. Some people moved, some people didn't. This is part of the rites of passage process. It's called the call, or they call it part of the hero's journey. It's called the call. A lot of people don't answer the call. You're called to be a hero. You're called to be a warrior. You're called to be great. You're called to be in the tribe. But if you don't move on it, family, you're going to get run over because there's some other people there. And they're hungry while you sitting back chilling on your job. Chilling. They hungry. They moving. Right? So, you cannot sit on the road to successful. If you do, you will get run over. Even if you in the church. Because I've been in a situation in churches where I seen the exact same thing that I saw happen in the conscious community, which is the same exact thing that I saw happen in the street, which is the same exact thing that happened as far as brothers dealing with women. It's the same exact thing. If you stand still, if you are on that road, and somebody need to get down that road is to where a couple people think success is. If you are laying on the road, they will run you over. That's why you got to select your tribe properly, because they'll help keep you motivated. And they'll let you know, because sometimes some of y'all be on the road and don't even know you're on the goddamn road. That's why you need somebody in your crew be like, homie, you need to piss or get off the pot. What you gonna do? That's why you got to surround yourself with different people, right? That's looking out, because other people can look at it from different perspective. You know, this why I love street dudes, because man, a lot of them, they don't have no filters. They ain't pretending. You know, motherfucker, you know, they'll let you know. They'll let you know. Right? And even when they robbing you, nigga, you knew who I was when. And there's probably some people out there that been in that situation. You knew who I was when you let me in the door. You brought this on yourself. I told you about me. You know what I'm saying? Come on now. Family, it's real out here. In all these areas. If you are not moving, if you are not grinding, if you are not hustling, if you are just sitting on the road, you become roadkill. Get out the way. Get out the way. A lot of people say they want to be Malcolm X. No, you don't want to be Malcolm X. You don't want to be Malcolm X. Because Malcolm X stays still on the road just a little bit too long. Some of y'all don't want to hear me say that, right? All right. Yeah. There's others of us that stayed on the road, stay still a little bit on the road, just a little bit too long. Gotta keep it moving. But I'm gonna call it a night, family. I'm tired. We done went through 2 of them. I don't see a lot of comments. I hope you got something out of the show. But family, like I said, don't be scared to comment. Don't be scared to call in, because like I said, it's not about me. It's not about you. It's about some of the people that might be listening now that might need the words from you, or those people in the future that might tune into the show that might need the very word that you were supposed to speak. All right? Don't be selfish with your wisdom. All right? Once again, I want to remind you, you are now standing in the congregation of the mighty, the home of the stubborn minority, the place where your hustle builds muscle. This is Gye-Nyame Journey Media. Thank you, Anime. You on point today, girl. Almost, because you did kind of slip up a little bit. This is Art of Some Production, and this has been Tribal Quotes. Will we strive to blow up your old paradigm? I'm going to enjoy this ambrosia in a copper cup. I'm out. Oh, Sister Regina, knock 'em dead tomorrow. Knock 'em dead, knock 'em down. Leave them stunned. You know what I'm saying? Go out there and shine, right? And today is your day, right? So take this energy in there and knock them down, right? Peace.